Hey guys, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a video about 5 things that I have learned from literature. This video is in collaboration with a bunch of other booktubers who I asked to collaborate with me on this video to share 5 things that they have learned from books and from literature and just from the thing that we all love, novels and books in general. Yay. So let's jump right into it. Make sure to check out everyone's videos. I'll have them linked in the description box when they go up. Let me know 5 things that you've learned from books down below, and let's jump right into this video and I hope you enjoy it. The first book I have here to talk about is Tricks by Ellen Hopkins. This book deals with prostitution as well as sex trafficking, so keep that in mind before picking this book up. Basically what I learned from this book is that there is so much darkness in the world that no one wants to talk about and that no one is willing to tell, except in this book. I've never read a book about prostitution. I've never heard anyone speak about sex trafficking, about child sex trafficking ever in my life. No one has ever. It's a topic that is so, just no one talks about because it's so dark. No one talks about it. To the point where I don't even recognize it. I never even realized how common this was. So this just really opened my eyes to this issue, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing. It was informative and it was really dark and down to just to the point. And if you're interested in hearing more about the subject matter, just pick up this book. It's very dark, but it went places I didn't think it would and that most authors wouldn't go, so highly recommend picking this book up. Next up here I have You by Carolyn Kepnes. This is about a man named Joe who works in a bookstore, and this beautiful lady comes up to the counter and he is just so intrigued and enthralled just by her appearance and everything about her. He's fascinated basically. So he proceeds to stalk her, hack into her email, hack into her phone, and it's about how he manipulates himself into her life, and he forms a relationship with her, and it's just so manipulative and so messed up, and it just really shows what social media can do and how the internet works nowadays. And it's not all social media is not always bad, obviously, but it does have a darker side to it. It's shown in this book, and it just really taught me that you can never be too cautious of anybody, anyone. It doesn't even have to be someone of the opposite sex. It could be anyone, honestly. So you can just never be too cautious. So that's what I've learned from this book, and that's just such an important lesson to learn, especially in today's society. Next up here I have my favorite book, and that is The Virgin Suicide by Jeffrey Eugenides. I've learned a lot from this book. I've discovered a lot about myself from this book. I've learned so much about suicide from this book. What this does to a family is really an important aspect of this book, and it's also about what it means to be human. So these boys who kind of admire these lesbian daughters, the lesbian daughters live across the street, and the boys admire them. They see them as these manic pixie dream girls, and they're people, and they think of them as the lesbian daughters, this group of beautiful girls, not individual people. So throughout the book they learn to see them as people who had problems and as human beings, and it just talks about not dehumanizing people, and it's just, I love this so much. It's one of my favorite books for a reason. If you haven't read it, I'd highly recommend it. I have 3 videos talking about this book, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Next up here I have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is an adult book that has a lot of magical elements to it. It deals with magicians and this girl and a boy who are raised to become magicians, and they are supposed to fight against each other and in a life or death kind of situation when they grow up, and all about the trainers teaching them magic and all that good stuff. And it's really mysterious. The writing is one of the best writing styles I've ever read in my life. I love it so much, and this book is just so good, and it's just really taught me how the simplest things can be the most magical. And it's just the night, how beautiful the night is, and yes, The Night Circus is a masterpiece. You must read it. Last but certainly not least, I have my good favorite Edgar Allan Poe, who has taught me so much in terms of darkness and grief and death, and he really explores all these topics in his books. This copy was actually gifted to me by my good friend Lena, so shout out to her if she's watching this. But I have a lot of Edgar Allan Poe books, and he's such an author that I just really admire, and I look up to, that even of the dark issues that he talks about so many years ago is still so relevant now. How it's just amazing to me how he thought about the littlest things, and I don't even know, I'm gonna get emotional, that's how much but Poe is a legend to me. So I'll actually, like, just keep it to that darkness peering long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. I love Poe so much, so yeah. So these are the books that I talked about in today's video that have just taught me so many important lessons and that I just value so much as pieces of literature, because yes, all the goodness, you know, all the love, all the love. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have planned this collab for a little bit now, so I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you check out everyone else's videos. And thank you so much to all the people that I asked to collab that joined in with me. It means a lot and I'm super excited to watch everyone's video, and I will link everything down below, and I'll see you all very soon with a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you're new here, but I will see you all very soon with a new video. Bye!